We are Workforce Alpha, and we help the industrial workforce achieve more. Let's talk about the dark forest. The dark forest is a large place devoid of light because it's densely packed with trees and obscured by a thick, dense fog. When one is inside the dark forest, it's challenging to make sense of what's actually happening and going on, and when you're outside, it's nearly impossible. The dark forest is on land owned by this guy, and he needs some work done, so he hires 2 workers and gives them their orders. I need each of you to build a bridge, one over the creek of waste and one over the stream of efficiency. So the workers go to work. Each of them builds a bridge of about similar size and quality. However, the one working at the stream of efficiency returns after about a day. The one working at the creek of waste takes a lot longer and comes back 4 days later. As you'd expect, the landowner is confused and asks, "What happened?" The worker from the stream of efficiency goes first. He says, "Well, I went online and got some plans for a bridge and printed those off, then went to Home Depot and got all my supplies and got to work." Easy enough. However, the worker at the creek of waste had a slightly different story. He said, "Well, I've never built a bridge before, so first I had to research the architecture and engineering of a bridge. Then I went to work building my plans from the ground up. I meticulously measured and mapped out every single step. Once I had that done, I needed to get supplies and lumber. But first, of course, I had to sharpen my axe. Then I needed to get the tools. I didn't have any tools to build a bridge, so I built my own mallet from a leftover dowel rod and some construction materials I had lying around. It broke a few times, but I was pretty proud of it at the end of the day. After a couple of days of doing that, then I was able to start building the bridge, which was pretty quick and easy once I got there." The landowner was blown away, and not the good kind of blown away. As you've probably figured out, we're not actually talking about a forest here, but instead we're talking about your work site. This fog of operations that covers every single thing that happens on the job limits your team's ability to learn, coordinate, and improve. Even the best management and supervision teams have difficulty cutting through this fog to get to maximum performance. So what are our takeaways from this dark forest lesson? First, no 2 people do the same job the same way. There's lots of different ways to achieve a goal, some better than others and some not. Second, the fog of operations severely limits your ability to observe efficient and inefficient behaviors in your frontline. If you can't observe this directly, then you don't know what's happening and you don't know what to do to improve it. Third, the fog of operations limits your frontline's ability to see and learn from each other. They can't emulate the best practices of their peers if they can't also see them. And fourth, the fog of operations prevents your frontline from even knowing that there's room for improvement. If they don't realize that their way isn't the best way, then they won't be motivated to pursue a new method. To learn more, visit workforcealpha.com or email us.